is you buy him a nice steak dinner, and then you never call him again.
Okay, name one place that's open in this that sells nice.
and Sebastian
I
is taking him
suppose since
to.
I'm concerned with his safety, I do a divine sense and see if I could feel anything weird.
That's really
The only evil you're sensing is from me.
There
That's
we
fine.
go.
That's fine.
But that's the usual amount of evil. You
Yeah.
don't sense any foreign evil.
Yeah, so. Alright.
I had just realized that my mic was not on for the stream, for so far in the stream. That's all.
So we're just talking to each other?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you guys have pretty much been doing that so far anyway, so it's not a big
The
deal.
best part. Asked God, no one asked for God, no one heard anything, and when I thanked God, it was to nothing. I just think that's funny that I have a connection to God that the listeners don't.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so nice. Okay. So, at this point, I guess it's time for a long rest. So everybody gets a long rest.
Yeah. I put him in bed. Probably he's still very unconscious. Put him in bed, tuck him in.
Very much.
Make sure his little knives and stuff are in a place that he can get to them real easy. Probably still on his person, where he likes them. And then I go and just pass out face first on my bed, or close to it.
Okay then.
Yeah, I just go right down, still in armor.
All right. Does well, technically, wasn't your armor removed because he
Just the top part, and I put it back on. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't want to get stabbed.
All right.
Fair.
So, is there anybody doing anything else before they crash out?
Nope, I'm
Think
tired
I'm-
as fuck, so I'm going to bed.
Seek.
Seek?
Just going down to my spot in the basement.
Little spot in the
Commit
basement.
crimes. Gonna commit
I'm glad I can at least hear you. I'm glad that you're not super bassy anymore.
Or
I have
even
no
worse,
clue what that
demonic.
was.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Okay, so you guys take a long rest. All health is restored. Yada yada yada. Spell slots are back. You guys are level 3. If you haven't adjusted yet.
Yeah, I adjusted a little while ago. So,
Okay.
yeah, disease. Yeah, I don't need it no more.
All right, so I would say next. Okay, you guys wake up. It's about 10 in the morning. You guys get a nice little 7-8 hours sleep. It's a nice, peaceful morning. The sun is shining in through the windows. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm first checking up on the man that decided to have a poltergeist moment.
Yeah, I walk to his door down the hall and knock on it and say, hey buddy.
I open the door using Mage Hand,
You,
and I'm standing
okay?
in the room. I'm doing much better now.
was that some Mind Flayer shit? Were they fucking
No.
great? Oh.
That was what happens in... Well, I feel like I've come of age, honestly.
Oh, you're a man.
I didn't have to kill a Mind Flayer, but I feel more connected to my race than I ever have.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's good, I guess. Could you try not doing that in such a scary manner where I think you've died?
If it happens again, I'll be very concerned,
Oh,
because
okay.
that means I'll be close to death.
Oh,
Oh my.
then let's hope it doesn't happen again. Who wants breakfast?
Yep.
I
We're
do.
all good.
I'm
You're good. I'm
famished.
good. We're all good. I've been shot, so yeah. I'm
You
pretty
seem less shot.
Yeah, I am less shot.
All right.
Let's eat some food.
It turns
And-
out I'm immune to disease now. That's pretty cool.
Ooh. Immune to
Wow.
diseases. That's very nice.
Is it because you were shot?
No, I just feel stronger.
Me too, friend.
Me too. Yeah, my people, we go through puberty after we've killed some other beasts. About 30. Once you kill 30, you become a man.
That's not bad. I thought it would have to be a kraken, but
No,
I
those
thought-
things help us sometimes.
I thought dragon turtle,
No,
You have to
don't
kill
fight
it-
dragon turtles.
dragon turtles fight you.
Yeah, no, we fight the outsider creatures, the ones that are really gross and sometimes tentacly. They come through
They sound
the gaping
nice.
maw, the gaping maw.
Let's eat some breakfast and, well, see if we can contact DeVille. Make sure he knows that the problem's been taken care of.
All
We
right.
could do a few things. I believe most of our errands for the business are taken care of at the moment, so I think the best course of action would maybe pursue... I can't remember the name of that item. The key to the treasure that we're looking for.
Roll a history
while
check.
we're at it. While we're at it, though, what about that the pouches of gold that we got?
That was a 11.
11. All right. So you remember the name of this key item you're looking for is called the Stone of Galore.
All right. Let's see if we can get any information from Neverember about the Stone of Galore.
Okay, then. So, as you guys are heading downstairs for breakfast, you feel a rattling throughout the whole of the Trollskull manor. A huge a loud boom fills the air, and it
I
came
just
from
keep
outside.
walking like nothing's happening. At a normal pace. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
keep walking. Gonna investigate it though.
Roll Arcana.
Nope, I refused.
19.
19. All right. Anybody else joining him on these rolls?
Nope.
Well,
Because you all noticed the shaking. It like shook the entire tavern.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh my!
You just know. You know for a couple days.
And it's Arcana, so it's 21.
I mean,
I just assume it's the ghost because somebody got into his Risco cabinet or something. Or not Risco,
True.
Risky cabinet.
True.
18.
All right. So all of you who rolled so far, you could tell that the sound and impact of this explosion, or this shaking, was an explosion caused by a fireball spell.
so Devin,
Yes.
What?
quick question. Does my danger sense do anything here?
You can definitely sense that there's some what does the danger sense do exactly?
It just says you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be.
Yes, you definitely get that
mean-
sense. You sense
I
that.
just get the sense of danger.
Yes.
Okay.
I just yell,
didn't know
our
that.
house better not be on fire.
Your spider sense is tingling.
Okay.
Wait,
It's
what'd
like
you
our
say?
house better not be on fire.
Oh.
Be real upset.
Let's investigate.
Yeah.
The whole house is shaking.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
let's
shook
go
for a
check.
second,
If I
and
know
then
it's a
so after the shaking stops, so it's only like a few seconds of shaking happens, and you guys can immediately tell that it was a fireball spell cast. You hear screams coming from outside in Trollskull Alley. And
Let's go.
sound of confusion.
See what's happening.
All right, who's all going to investigate?
Me, because I like violence.
After I hear the screaming, me.
All right, and Seek, yes, you've noticed it too, by the way.
Yeah, I saw him coming.
Okay, so I guess everybody but Artie, it looks like.
I just don't think he's there. He said something
I'm
about
here.
whiskey cat.
Yeah, he didn't
Well-
notice. He just thought it was the
well,
ghost.
Yeah, I just didn't really care about the fire, I guess, the shaking.
Yeah.
So unless somebody ever tells me, I'd probably just stay at the house and just believe it's normal.
Might be.
Yeah, people screaming in the street. It's probably normal. Let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
figure out what's happening.
All right, so You walk outside and you see smoke filling almost right outside your manor, the front gate. You see the half elf woman who has been tending to your gardens. She's on the ground in your front yard, looking in horror at the sight. You approach and you see 3 corpses on the ground. One of 2 hooded figures, and the other is a what was it, gnome or what was it? Hold on one second. I'm sorry, one second. I read all this last night and I completely forgot. You see a rock gnome as well, of what you assume to be all 3 of them assumed to be corpses from your point of view.
They're probably pretty charred.
Yeah, they are all pretty charred.
Can I identify the robes?
Do you wish to go up and investigate?
Yeah, I want to see everything that's going on. Is there anything else that's apparent?
Yeah. Switch over maps real quick. So at the scene, like, you can see that 2 of the 2 cloaked figures are together, while the other figure is a few feet away, and he looked like he was about to approach your gate. It's like right in front of your gate is where the 3rd figure is. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people in the street, kind of just looking on in horror, don't know what to do, mumbling amongst themselves.
Did anyone see what happened here? Like, I'm gonna stand up and like even get like I'm gonna get into like into the middle of the crowd of people and announce this. Did anyone see what happened here?
All right. A elderly human female comes, kind of raises her hand. I did, dearie. I saw a little bit of what happened. Hold on.
As she's talking, I want to look her up and down and make sure she's, being honest. I don't even trust old ladies.
She, roll a insight check real quick while she's talking, before you say anything, just to see if you think she's trustworthy.
And then,
Ladies have the most secrets anyway.
while he's kind of like inspecting or like talking with the crowd, can I like investigate the ground, see if I can see any like footprints or anything going anywhere?
Any footprints?
That's a 22.
You can tell that she's trustworthy, but like she's an honest woman. You don't know whether or not her information will be accurate, though. Just because, her age and mental health.
Senility.
Alright.
I was just walking along, and all of a sudden I see, from across the alley, this ball of fire came and just blew up the street. It was so weird. But, at that point, also Fala, your gardener, she speaks up too. I was just watering the plants, and I saw this rock gnome fellow. He was about to come to your gate, and from behind him, he looked very worried and very almost like in a hurry. As he was about approaching the gate, though, the ball of fire came and just attacked the man.
Do I know the corpses?
You will roll investigation, and actually, follow wasn't finished. But I do know one thing, though. There was another man here. He was with the 2 cloaked figures back there. He was able to dodge the fireball as it came at them, and he pulled something off the gnome's person and ran.
Can you tell me what the man looked like? I also rolled a 16, by the way,
Okay.
to see if I know these people.
You see on these people a black snake tattoo on the back of each of their necks with a winged black snake, which you recognize to be the symbol of the Black Network.
The bad side of the Zentarum Guild.
Yes. Let me see if it gives me a good description of the man. Hold on. Hold on.
Sika's wanting to verify that the fireball or the spell came from the direction of the hooded figures.
Roll a investigation.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Five.
You cannot tell. This is you look at all the pretty burn marks and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh boy, I want to do that someday."
I guess I want to look at the rock gnome corpse and see if there's anything else going about him. Maybe he's not all the way dead. Doubtful, but
You go to investigate the rock gnome, who, as you move him, he starts to groan in pain.
lay hands.
Oh.
Lay hands.
Lay on hands. All right.
Yeah, okay, he's not dead. He's a rock gnome. They probably.
I'm gonna see if anyone else is alive
Right.
while he's
Well, I'm not
dealing with
concerned
that.
about the other ones, but
I need to feign like I care. Oh, also, just so you guys know, I don't have any of my weapons on me.
All right. So
I always do, so I could give you a trident if you need one.
It's not necessary. Thank you.
And to answer your question earlier, because I can't find a description for the guy, so I'm just going to come up with one. He was a bald fellow with a snake-like design on his tattoo on his head.
He should be pretty easy to find.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. So, at this point, the gnome kind of comes awake. Still kind of in pain, though. Even though you did lay on hands, he is still in pain. His cloak is charred, and he's kind of clutching a dagger in his hand. I'm looking for the adventuring party who owns Trollskull Manor.
Let's take him inside.
Well, my friend, this is your lucky day.
Someone call the city watch and help clean up these corpses.
All right, so the city watch. A little boy, a little 12-year-old human male, he runs off and is like, "Yes, sir," and just darts off.
We're
in
gonna
the
take the rock gnome inside so we can talk to him in private.
Before heading in, I kick the road figures, see if they're still alive, like the gnome is.
All right.
Or if they're dead.
You kind of kick at them with your tiny little feet. No response from either of them.
Oh, I asked the gardener lady, "Are you okay, Miss?"
I am fine. Nothing. It was just very shocking, is all. I did want to point out, though, I did not see where the other gentleman ran off to. I couldn't get a good vantage point from here to see. Maybe you should ask some of the others if you want to know. But I'm glad that rock gnome fellow is all right.
Me too. I'm not going to hide my lack of disdain and not really caring about this person.
Yeah.
I truly don't. He was probably sent here to do nefarious things to us, and the fireball was probably helping us. I'm not saying this out loud, but this is why I'm not happy or care about this human being. Let's take him inside and see what he wants. See if we can help him.
All right. You bring him inside the manor, and you... I'll just switch over. You bring him inside the manor. I guess you sit him on one of the couches. He's looking pretty dazed and confused, and he's trying to collect himself. I was sent here on a mission to give you something.
Go on.
He reaches into his pocket and realizes it's not what he's looking for isn't there anymore. Where is it? Where is it?
Your companion, possibly with the snake tattoo on his head, ran off with it. What is it?
He looks confused. Companion? What are you talking about? I was alone.
Alone? There's 2 other people in the street that were found next to you.
What? I was traveling alone. Are you saying I was tailed? Who are they?
Well, they appear to be charred corpses. So
Currently, but the person who stole them is part of the Black Network, if you're familiar.
By the gods! Oh, no.
What is your business? I'm also rolling insight on him.
I was sent by Lord Neverember,
Good.
Senior.
The old man.
Yes.
I haven't met him yet.
He sent
What,
me.
what was the old man sending?
What was his name?
I asked what the old man was sending.
We were able to get our hands on the Stone of Galore, and he wanted to entrust it to you, thinking no one would find it with you.
Well, most people hate us, so not the best idea. Safe, yes. In the most danger, also yes.
After you saved his son, he thought he could trust you with the stone until he returned from Neverwinter. By
We are very trustworthy.
the gods.
Well, you stay safe here. We called the City Watch. Tell them that you were attacked by the Black Network, and tell them to look for a man with a snake tattoo on his arm. We're going to look for the man and retrieve the Stone of Galore before the city, the wonderful city of Waterdeep, tries to claim the Stone of Galore from Neverember. You can stay here until the City Watch returns, or as long as you like. And Liv, please help this man with anything he could want or need.
He bows. Yes, master.
Do not be afraid of our ghost butler. He's incredibly nice.
Ghost Butler. That's new. That's something new that you don't see every day. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your hospitality.
I guess I'm gonna have to skip breakfast.
Oh, you can eat. There's always time to eat.
I'll just take some bread.
Part of a nutritious, healthy breakfast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
we'd like to. Well, I would personally like to just try to see if we can find this guy, because this just happened.
Yep, let's go find him.
Well, I'll throw my familiar out up into the air, let him search around the city, because I guess you guys tell me about the description as far as you guys can tell.
Yes. See if you can find a man wearing snaky robes, Black Network robes, or a man with a snake tattoo on his bald head.
Yeah. Alright, well, I pretty much tell my familiar to find the description of the guy we're looking for and let him fly around as much as he can to try to find it.
We should probably canvass the crowd and see if anybody has seen more.
Yeah, we'll go out and see if there's anyone else that has information on the bald guy.
Okay. So, you guys, after sending out your familiar, you all re-enter the street of Trollskull Alley. You hear whistles on in the distance as if the city watch is signaling their arrival on approaching. They should be here in the next minute or so. What are you doing?
I'm gonna talk to the crowd.
All right. So, upon Oh shit. Okay. So I was wrong about one thing, and I'm gonna have to backtrack a second. There wasn't
Okay.
just. It was not just those 3 people dead. Those 3 people caught in the explosion. There was a total of 11.
Oh wow.
That's a lot.
You also see 2 female humans, a male half-elf dressed in plain clothes, and 2 female halflings.
Do I notice if all of them were dead though?
They are all dead.
All right, so I don't even need to roll for that. I just know they're dead. The
Yeah,
only
those
thing
ones you
alive
can
was-
tell are completely 100% dead.
I suppose retroactively checking prior to
Yeah,
like going inside. So
yeah. Sorry about that.
all right, cool.
All right. So you walk out and you see 2 more people who, were around the area, still kind of watching. You see a guy dressed in really nice clothing, and you see a young halfling a boy.
I'd rather talk to the boy.
Okay. You go up to the little boy.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Are you alright?
I am. I'm scared.
I can understand. The city watch is coming. You'll be safe soon.
He looks on to the 2 female halflings. Are my friends okay?
What matters is that you're alright. As long as you move forward, you will be fine.
He nods as tears are welling up in his eyes.
Is there anything you can tell me about the person that got away? Because I want to make sure
He kind of just looks down. He shakes his
that
head,
they're taken care of.
but he does hold something out to you. I jumped into this nearby barrel, and I found this. He holds it up to you.
What is it?
It's a necklace.
Oh,
Roll Arcana.
that is a 19.
You recognize it as a necklace of fireballs.
That is exactly what we needed to find. That
It
is the murder weapon.
has 2 beads remaining. Most necklace of fireballs contain 3, and the clasp has been broken on it.
This was an excellent thing for you to find. Thank you.
We should consider.
May I have it?
Roll a persuasion check.
That's a 16.
He nods and hands it up to you. He hands it up to you without a problem.
Thank you. This will be a big help.
Thank you. He just nods and he just kind of just sits down and starts like crying at this point.
At this point, I'd like to hand him another necklace. If the guards ask, this is the necklace that you found in the barrel.
Yes, sir. Okay, so you found the necklace.
I stashed the necklace of fireball.
Okay. All right. At this point, you see Let me see. There was a lot. Hold on. You see a huge horde of City Watch coming down the street, surrounding two particular individuals. One you can establish is the captain or sergeant in charge, because he's dressed similarly to the City Watch guards, but just a little bit better.
Yeah.
He is currently.
Are they like? Can they see us?
Yes, they see you right now. You guys are in the middle of the street.
All right.
I would say you guys are about right here in front of Trollskull, and they are coming from right. Yeah.
All right.
All right. The captain barks out an order. Seal off all exits. I don't want anybody coming in and out without my direct permission. Is that understood? All the City Watch go, yes, sir. And they start putting 2-man posts at each of the ways going in and out of Trollskull Manor. So here and here and here, with a couple a variety of soldiers kind of patrolling in and out.
We should have just left.
Okay.
Yes, this is going to be a bit tedious. We should probably go over to the captain.
Yes.
All right.
We'll see if the captain will at least listen to us.
All right. So the sergeant and the other person I forgot to mention is a older gentleman. He is wearing a pair of sunglasses, and he's decked out in purple robes. Steven, you can tell by his attire that he would be a part of the Order of Magus and Protectors. They're kind of like a magic-based arm that helps out the City Watch.
So, on that note, very discreetly hide the necklace
is someone
fireball
scratching
so
their
it's
mic?
not on my person. It could be me.
Okay.
It is now.
Okay.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
sorry.
static.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything above over that. Sorry.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we
That
can
is
hear
correct.
you.
I can hear you.
Wonderful.
All right. So, I think that I would like to find a way to stash this necklace of fireball somewhere without it being seen.
All right. I will say roll a sleight of hand. If you're just are you trying to hide it on your person, or are you trying to hide it somewhere around you?
The moment I see someone who's very magical, they can probably use detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to hide it somewhere off my body.
All right, roll a sleight of hand, real quick.
That is an 11.
An 11. Okay, so you discreetly kind of back up to the barrel where the child says they were hiding, and you kind of discreetly drop it back into the barrel.
All right.
If that sounds good to you. All right. The sergeant comes up upon the scene, and he looks around at all you onlookers, including Fala, you guys, and the well-dressed gentleman and the child, and he loudly proclaims, "I am Seath Cromley. I am Sergeant of the City Watch. This has now become an open investigation, and I ask for your cooperation in helping us find the perpetrator of this crime. I ask that you all remain where you are. We will be coming around to speak with each of you personally." This,
It's gonna take a while.
he also
Yes.
gestures to the man on his left. He says, "This is Barnabas Blastwind. He'll be aiding in this investigation. He is a member of the Order of Magus and Protectors. Please answer any of his questions as if I were asking you myself." he looks to your motley crew first, and they both
Good.
approach you. I guess.
Wow. Get this over with. Do you wish to talk, or should I?
I'll see who they address.
Mm-hmm.
I currently don't have any weapons on, and I am kind of standing towards the front of.
The front
I'll
of
let you
what?
Take the lead if they want it.
He's at the front of the group.
Okay. I guess since he's sitting at the front of the group, he does address you first. Dak, unless Sebastian, you said you're going to be talking.
I have a slight smile on my face, and I'm making eye contact and just waiting for them.
Who are you lot?
We don't exactly have a name, but we are the owners of Trollskull Manor, the building that this happened in
That
front
adventuring party that has been rumored to have helped save Lord Neverember's son.
of. Yes. I'm glad that we're getting some kind of reputation from it.
Yes.
I'm glad that we're seen in somewhat of a positive light.
Yes. Well, I don't appreciate groups of vigilantes coming in and doing the watch's job for us. However, you did save a member of nobility, so you do have a modicum of my respect. Now,
I don't want to impede work at all. I just help where I can.
well, what can you tell me about the scene?
Well, we do have someone who is alive who didn't witness anything, but was a victim in Trollskull Manor.
Where is this?
He is a rock gnome, and he is sitting on one of our couches on the bottom floor.
Do I have your permission to enter your domain?
Absolutely. You're more than welcome to talk with the witness. He is battered. He has been healed slightly, but he is not doing well.
He gestures to one of the guards on his right, and he gestures them to come and whisper. He whispers to them, and you see the guard that he was whispering to immediately heads towards your building and goes inside. Do any of you... Was there any more witnesses that you can point out in particular?
I know there was an elderly human, right?
Yep.
Yes.
She's no longer here. She's probably a local of Trollskull Manor. That's someone who I talked to immediately. There's the small child who I talked to. He was a halfling. And that well-dressed man who was stopped as well.
Gardener as well.
Our gardener.
Yes. Do you gesture to Fala as you say that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Isn't she the one who owns the
Herbalist store.
Corleone's Crown
Yeah.
across the way?
Yes, we made an arrangement with her to give her extra land to work with, as long as she continues working on our fields and our grounds as well.
I see. The Barnabas now kind of just looks at you. He's kind of just trying to see if you can tell he's trying to see if he trusts you or not. Little
Yes.
magic guy. They seem trustworthy enough.
But very important piece of information is that the group that attacked us, had an attack in front of the manor, was part of the Zentarum faction.
Some
The man who actually cast this fireball was a man with a snake tattoo on his head.
You don't.
And he was...
Just fourth wall. I don't know if I made that clear. You don't know if he did. You are you trying to say? Are you trying to give false information, or do you actually think he threw the fireball?
As far as I know, he threw the fireball.
Well,
I'm not...
The one person I think it was Fall who said he actually dodged the fireball attack.
Oh, he dodged. I wasn't trying to get false information.
Nah, I was just trying to make sure to make that clear in case you had to roll a deception check. I said to clarify that.
Well, technically, because that's what he thought, it wouldn't be deception at all.
True, yeah.
I didn't interpret it right. But yes, I want to make sure my information is accurate. One person did escape the blast of the fireball, and I believe he was a part of the Black Network.
The Black Network, you say? Man, I've been hearing that name flying around more and more lately.
They seem to be just scum. If I'm not mistaken, it was the Black Network that originally took Neverember from his family. And then the Zenithar Guild tried to take him as well from the Black Network. It's just a mess with these factions.
That it is. Barnabas walks over to where I guess you could say the main impact from the fireball was. And he's like holding his hand over it. You see his hand kind of glowing as he's investigating the space, trying to get a feel for it. He walks back over to the sergeant, and he kind of proclaims loudly, "So, Saith, Sergeant Cromley, I have deduced that the fireball was shot from across the wave's roof, based on the trajectory." Thank you, Barnabas. I will add it to my notes, but as you can see, I'm trying to talk to these folks here.
Did I hear him say that?
Yes, you did.
Can I kind of try to, kind of see what he did, but then kind of see where he was suggesting it came from? Since I was interested in that earlier.
Yes, you see, he does just all he's doing is like detecting magic, and basically, I could say, almost rolling his own Arcana check, basically. He I would say you kind of see a little bit of how he detected it, but I don't think you could imitate and.
I'm more interested in where he figured it was from.
Okay, you figured it was from. So this was the main spot of impact right here. You could tell it came from this roof right here.
All right.
Is where he's assuming it came from. Which right underneath right here is where the barrel was, where the child found the necklace originally, and where you hid the necklace, Stephen.
Nice.
Okay, so nothing is technically out of place.
No. There is there's dead bodies on the ground, and there is some debris from where it impacted. No damage to Trollskull, though.
Excellent, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have the Stone of Galore, because I was literally talking about having the Stone of Galore, and it was at our doorstep.
Would have been nice, but they don't need to know any of that.
True.
True.
We just need to find that guy before the City Watch does. And the only reason I gave them correct information about his identification, just so you guys know, was because we told them that the gardener saw him.
And we don't want her to have to lie.
Well, one, we don't want her to have to lie, and two, I don't want our information to not match up.
Nice. Well, so Barnabas goes up to Cromley. So, I do not believe that these individuals suggesting to you did this. It honestly makes no sense. Why I would. He starts to whisper. Roll perception if you want to try to listen on what he's saying.
I always do.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so we're rolling to see if we can hear what he's saying?
Yeah, because he's starting to whisper.
20, but not nat 20.
Okay.
I got a 15.
13.
13. Okay. So, the only person so far, or the only person who does not hear is Artie. I guess he's just, not really paying attention. He doesn't really
You
care
got
right
an
now.
8. Because I didn't have any visual indicators.
Barnabas says, if you think about it this way, it makes no sense that they would attempt to attack their own building with a fireball spell. And I actually I spoke with the gardener lady a second ago while you were speaking, and she claims that they came outside of all of them came outside the building after the explosion. So I think it's okay to let these ones go if you wish. But don't let me step on your toes, Sergeant. So, Sergeant Cromley, then just to you guys, stay nearby just in case I need to further investigate and ask you for information, but for the most part, you lot are free to leave as you please.
If you don't mind, sir, would it be alright if I try something?
What do you mean?
I can find a way for us to communicate with each other over a distance of a mile, and I'll stay within a mile of you.
That won't be necessary. I will send whatever those pieces of paper you found, the paper birds. I'll send a paper bird for you if I need to find you again. But
all right.
I want to say I do not wish for you all to include yourselves any further in this investigation. That would introduce too many new variables into an already confounding equation. So just trust in the watch and that we will help to solve this case.
All right.
Alright, so what all are you going to do?
The opposite.
We're going to go investigate further into their thing.
Oh my god. I don't trust
One of the City Watchers is gonna get this done. We're gonna go do this.
Yeah, they've tried.
That's why I decided not to outwardly lie, and that's why I said all right the way that I did.
And that's why I didn't say anything. I made no promises. Oh, jeez.
I didn't say I wouldn't. I was like, all right. And so, in what way? Like, you're like, I'm not gonna go do this? What? Do you even know who I am?
Okay, we need to, like, exit out of this area, though.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Yeah, let's pass the guards.
Let's go talk to DeVille.
DeVille?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to DeVille. You guys are welcome to come with me.
Yeah.
Go check out one of our places that we're now allowed to go all together. Like a good old group of buddies going and doing a thing.
Alright.
Doing a thing.
Time to do some things.
You're not getting breakfast, bud. I hear you back there over the sea of people talking, but no, you don't get breakfast. Let's go.
We're gonna need to go get some street meat along the way or something.
Yeah, we can stop for street meat. We can always stop for street meat.
I don't stop for street meat.
Alright. So, if you guys want to stop for some street meat, it would have to be outside of Trollskull, because I think business is kind of at a standstill right now in Trollskull. But I guess you could each find some like street meat vendor, and you'll have, I'd say it's like a gold piece of pop if you want to get some meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a quick breakfast, but it's fine.
Alright. So, you lead the party, Steven, to that flower shop from a couple sessions ago.
Alright.
And you see the little old lady behind the counter. She sees you and she gives you a big smile. And she says to you, oh, hello, dearie. It's good to see you. Yagra and Davila are not here, though, right now. If I recall correctly, Davil said he would mainly be at his office at the Yawning Portal.
Okay, so I need to go for a second, guys. Let's take a short break. I'm
Agreed.
sorry. We're gonna have to do that again. I didn't hear any of that.
All right. I'll repeat after the break.
Deal. Later.
I do want to ask, did we speak to Dax boss at all?
We are your boss. Oh no, you said Dax. Never mind.
Yeah. The guy who sent us to kill the killer.
No, not yet. We haven't tied up that listener yet.
No potential pay for that yet. Once, it got me thinking once that said,
I mean, you got one of those bags.
Yeah, no, we haven't even talked about that, I don't think.
Yeah, like you said, he had 5 bags. I still give you. You get one. You get one. You get one. That's how I did it.
But still, I don't think I even heard, like, how much was in each bag.
Oh no, he didn't say how much.
Exactly. We didn't even give a shit about the gold. Like,
Also, I moved my desk mic. Hi, my name.
There we go. There's
It just has the I behind my button.
just has that high away from him.
But now it bothers me. I'd like to try my webcam. So one of the things I did, yesterday I ended up buying a USB 3.0. So I removed them and put two. I had see how that
But you have to just need those spiritual for your keyboard and distance. It doesn't take a whole lot of information.
I had thought that originally, but I guess when I was putting in, my brain was like, nah, I'm doing it this way.
Right. Like, custom keyboard already is. Just get the extras instead.
But, hi, my name's Zeke. Okay. For both those attempts, I did lean back, too. So, I gave her, like,
Yeah, it just seems like it's too much for Mike at sometimes.
not that I was, like, leaning right on top of it, but the extra 4 inches. Switching back to the
So now we have Zeke.
which that's why I was being so quiet was like not being able to hear my voice. Well, you have steam in your tail. That's the one higher. In your tail.
Well, I mean,
Driver coming on late though. That's what you got.
damn it. Unacceptable already.
I was up till 4, so I feel it. Oh wow! I rolled a 16 and a nat 1. Get
Hey,
that nat 1 out of the way.
Yeah. Mine's
I
confused
wonder-
me already, so whatever I do is not going to do
Now I wonder if I bring my mic back forward, but I just lean back. There's gonna be some blinking while I. Sorry. I had a certain spot for it that I had to. Okay, gotta lean back. Hi, my name's Zeke. Good, sweet. That makes me feel much better. I mean, I only spent like $120 on for it to not work what I
I was
needed.
gonna say, like, that sucks.
But that's I bought the gaming starter kit. That was $50. working now, so yeah. Sales are now the only thing, and we can't go back to fix those, I was actually looking forward to role-playing the for that. But it is what it is. Alright, I'm back.
Hello. I've returned.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
I'm glad everybody's here.
¿Quiere papas fritas con esto?
On the very much on
What? No breakfast french fries for anyone?
So this old lady. What's this old lady doing?
Steven, do you know if we were each handed a bag of sailor meals or they were just handed?
We never have.
I imagine that if you wanted the bag of gold, even if it was handed to one person, you wanted your bag of gold, like, you would just get it.
I just now learned
Yeah.
Yeah, it just hasn't been every now and again. We haven't gotten that. You went through puberty and I got shot. No, it just
And then there was an investigation.
yeah.
Well, lots happened. Yeah.
And we got Seek back, by the way, Steven.
Oh, he
That's
went
good.
He went somewhere.
He
No,
hasn't
like
existed for most of the session.
I don't know where I went, but I went somewhere.
Yay.
Oh,
It's a seed.
Yay.
I just have to not speak with my microphone down my throat.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Granted, I was not necessarily doing that, but I need to give it more room to breathe than what it already has.
Makes sense.
That's wise. That's wise.
Why isn't that your character's voice?
I don't know.
Could always change it. Every campaign is a learning opportunity.
No, I feel that
One more
the
thing.
aquatic nation that I come from should be like undersea Australian or something like that.
And Devin's voice just reminded me of Wooly from Wooly Gaming.
Worry.
He plays a lot of Risk-A-Rain too. But roll call.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm here.
I am Dak.
We have 3 Imes and 1 Seek.
I have returned.
I have returned as well.
I got a number left.
Welcome back, God.
It's good to be here.
So Devin, Seek is back.
Seek is back.
Seek is back. Back again. Seek is
Seek
back.
is
Tell a
back.
friend.
Oh God.
Say hi, I'm Seek.
Hi, I'm Seek.
Oh, it is Seek. Welcome back, buddy.
Just had to give my microphone more room to breathe.
Alright. So,
Alrighty.
there's this old lady.
Yes.
Have I met this old lady before,
She's
other
hitting
than
on
seeing Dak talk
You-
to her?
You have never seen this old lady. Oh yeah. Well, no, you haven't seen this old lady before. Only Dak knows her. But what she said was, sonny boy, is that if you're looking for Yagra Dovil, they're not here right now. David did say he might be operating out of his office at the Yawning Portal today. If anybody needed to get a hold of him.
Excellent. Thanks, you Gran. I'd like to buy some flowers while I'm here.
You know you don't have to pay.
I need to walk out with flowers just in case I was followed.
You don't need to pay. Here, she hands you a bouquet of beautiful yellow roses.
Oh, excellent. These will go good from... I'll give these to my gardener.
Yellow, you say?
Yes, yellow.
Vaguely the color of honey.
Is something happening between you two?
Yes. No. I just don't have anyone else to give these to.
You got Seek over there. Look, he might
No. I see him. I see him eyeing them, so... he can have one. I give him... It's not for eating, it's for smelling.
Still eats it anyway.
Look at it, smell it, eat it. Only the head, though.
Question:
Only the head.
Are there thorns still
Yeah.
on, or were
Just
were
the
they
tip.
removed?
He only ate the flower bits, not the
I'd say the thorns have been removed.
He only puts his mic down his throat, not the entire plant.
Oh man, I almost hope we don't gain popularity because the fan art of Seek putting things down his throat.
Oh God! Why'd you have to put that to the universe? Why?
Why'd y'all
We can
have to
do
put
that.
that idea down my throat?
I did.
This could just be that could just be the name of the thing. You asked us to come up with a name for this. It could just be down my throat. But let's
I'll put
keep
that as a
going.
tag for the name of this episode, but not the name of the whole show.
let's go to Deville. Like I'm hoping he's at the Yawning Portal.
Okay, so going to the Yawning Portal. Yeah.
Ooh, this is the first time I've been here, isn't it?
Actually, yes, I think so.
Ooh.
There's gonna be a lot of people you get to say hi to. On the way to the Yawning Portal, I'd like to talk to everyone.
Okay.
So, we're bound to continue running into problems because we are who we are.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to have someone else run Trollskull Manor, and we can just live there?
That might actually be a wise choice, because us running it and adventuring and doing various things will be problematic.
Yeah,
Because-
we're the CEOs, not the managers. We need to hire managers to run it while we take all the profit.
Doesn't
Exactly.
Leaf run Manor?
Can you say that again, Seek, but a little louder?
Doesn't Leaf run the manor?
Lift does not run the manor. He is our bartender. He is the person that serves.
I think he can be a good bouncer too.
Oh, absolutely. Pick people up like with chairs and throw them.
Just the whole
Take
chair.
bullets out of their bodies.
Yeah, that was interesting, but yeah.
If we can pick him up, I think we have a good bouncer as well. I think what we need to do is see if we could find someone who's trustworthy to run the place.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about this.
All right.
Back to business.
Oh, so you guys now arrive at the Yawning Portal, and it's as lively as ever. It is full to the brim right now.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So, what we're saying is the Yawning Portal has a lack of people being exploded in front of it.
Yes.
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 We should get that fixed.
Let me see here. Where are the characters?
We're working on it, bud. We are working on it.
Luckily, we got away from all that stuff, so maybe, just maybe, we'll find that necklace.
Yeah, if they don't find that, I want to go back look at the end of the day to grab that necklace once the heat's died down.
We've been overrun by Sikhs.
I didn't see. Hold on. Why do we have?
We could use more.
Okay. So, you guys arrive at the yawning portal. What are you doing?
I know where DeVille's office is. I'm gonna walk up there like a big shot.
All right.
And every person I ask, I say hi to.
I greet the bartender as usual.
Oh, hello. It's good to see you, lads. I haven't seen you in a couple days. Where have you been?
Oh, we've been getting in trouble.
Oh, that's good to hear. Hopefully you're not getting caught now, are you?
I don't know what that word even means.
Well, enjoy your stay at the portal as always. Of course, you get free drinks still on me.
Absolutely. I'd like a tall glass of milk brought up to DeVille's office. That's where I'm heading.
Shh. You know better than to say his name out loud and that he has an office here. You know better than that. But yes, I'll have it sent to his office.
Okay.
Can I just get a pint? I'll just head up there with Dak.
All right. Anything for the rest of you?
So far, both the things I've gotten from taverns have not been good.
I suggest the milk. If I see him like down there thinking about what he wants, I'm just gonna look down at him. I suggest the milk.
Whisker should get milk with vodka in it.
So I'm gonna take that
That's
as a
racist.
game, and I'm going to like say yes.
Okay.
Like, okay.
And I do my little chin up to the bar and I want some milk.
We're just
Sure
the
thing,
milk boys.
little one. Is he your new pet?
Yes.
His name is Seek. He's a person.
But he does behave like a pet from time to time.
I'm not a person, I'm a kobold.
See what
Yes, honey.
Oh,
See what I-
I'm sure you are, little one. I'm sure you are. Here, I'll get you your milk and I'll have it sent up with you, okay?
So we're gonna have to nip that in the bud right there, Seek. Seek, you're a person. Kobolds are people. You don't have to be.
Artie, anything for
You're,
you?
you're a little people.
Not really. Just kind of
I'm not a kid.
waiting for.
A little people.
Yeah, kids are little people.
You're not a kid, though.
Yeah.
Do we need to find other little people for you to understand this concept?
There are people, there are gnomes, there are kobolds.
Gnomes are people.
No, they're little.
Yes, they're little people.
Gnomes are kids?
No. No. You should never call a gnome a kid. That's how you die.
No, you
People call me kids.
People call you kid because you're little, but you're a little person.
Dak,
We all see the circle happening here.
with this. Dak, you're not getting anywhere with this.
We'll work on this later.
Well, yeah. There's more important things like anything else that we could be doing.
Okay, well, whenever he doesn't understand the finer points of society, I'm gonna blame you. So, let's get going.
It's always going to happen.
You
I don't
make
think
me
it's ever
want.
getting better.
This conversation makes me want to have enlarger deuce.
Yeah, so you can just
Yeah.
scream and say, I'm a people. And
Yeah.
just...
Or I do it to other people and say, you're not a people anymore
Yeah,
because you're small.
Oh,
it'll be fun. So,
so,
we head to DeVille's office, which I don't proclaim loudly. I don't say, goodbye, everyone, we're going to see DeVille.
Do I have milk?
milk is delivered to you within a few minutes after you arrive there.
Okay, just say when I have milk.
You have milk.
I shotgun it.
It's in a glass.
Okay.
He breaks the bottom of the glass by biting it.
Well, I shotgun the top of it. Like,
So
Holy shit.
we're in the office. And he's doing his thing with his milk.
Holy shit.
I don't understand.
And can we please just have a moment where we have this conversation?
1 second. What?
He's doing his milk thing. Like, we're in the office. The DeVille.
I hope he's gonna be okay.
I have to know though. Does Zeke know that like there's vodka in my milk?
He does not. Maybe. Does he?
I can roll a perception, maybe.
Because I offer my milk to you.
Does it look like milk? I've never tried vodka in milk.
I would say.
So I don't know what it looks like, if it looks different.
No, vodka's clear, and that is milk. So it just looks like milk that might be possibly watered down.
So instead of whole milk, it looks like skim milk.
Yeah.
Vaguely poisoned.
Vaguely poisoned.
From now on, that's what I'm going to refer to as skim milk. It's milk with vodka.
Ooh. Should we all just pick up our arms and start putting down rioters, Devin?
Well, that's good, at least.
Let's not talk about rioters.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Especially when I'm trying to scream it.
I've honestly just heard too much of it.
Yeah, sorry. I just got that information just now, and it kind of shocked me.
Well, let's keep rolling.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling.
In the office, he shotguns his milk.
And I would probably turn down Whiskers, since a normal milk is big for me. I'm probably good.
All you'd have to do is say it's special milk.
But so I mean, I can hold on to it for you, Zeke. I mean, seems like you like that milk.
It holds up well. There's one thing I know about milk.
Are y'all trying to start a 1 gallon challenge?
Let's talk to DeVille.
Yeah.
I'm done egging this on.
Yeah, let's
Is
move on.
DeVille looking at him like he's like possibly special needs? Like, what's wrong with you guys?
He is
I
trying to
have
withhold a
never-
laugh right now, is what he's doing.
Shit.
But he's keeping his composure pretty surprisingly well.
That's what happens when you're the boss. You can't just let him fly.
Can't have fun with the boys, but so come into DeVille's office and, well, one problem solved, another one pops its ugly head.
Yeah. So, next is, well, hello there, Jack. How can I help you and your merry band of friends today?
Well, we solved one problem, but another one reared its ugly head. We took care of a drow that we assumed was working alone, and who was killing the elves on dockside. But the morning after we returned, we missed an amazing opportunity by either the Black Hand or the Zenithars. Maybe the Zenithars fighting with the Black Hand over the Stone of Galore, which was delivered to our doorstep.
You mean the Black Network?
Yeah, sorry. The Black Network had that, but maybe the Zentarum knew that. Not the Zentarum, the Zenithars.
Maybe.
That's my speculation.
I did get word that there was a attack over in Trollskull, and
Right in front of our manor.
yes. Were you able to question any witnesses?
Yes, we did figure out that one person got away with the Stone of Galore, who was a part of the Black Network. Do you know of any of them that would have a tattoo of a snake on their head?
On their head. Most have Ooh. Ursel
Was
Fluxen.
it on the head? I thought it was on the arm.
No, it's the head.
That's what I was gonna lie about, but then our stories like clashed and got compromised.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
And this is the guy that gave us the kill the murderer job, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But, so, that sounds like Ursel Fluxen, one of Monsoon's top commanders.
Could you put his name in the chat for me?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Ursel Fluxen. There we go. Yes, he is one of Monsoon's best commanders. As you know, Monsoon is the head of the Black Network.
Well, he attacked a courier of Old Man Neverember out in Neverwinter. He was delivering us the Stone of Galore because he trusts us after we saved his son.
That is amazing,
But-
Jack.
But it was taken by this man. Urtzel, you said?
That's who I would assume. Was he the one who attacked Neverember's deliverer, courier?
See, now that is the curious bit. Their bodies were found around this rock gnome. But they were all attacked by a fireball spell across the street.
Ooh.
That's what leads me to believe that the Black Network and the Zentaurums were fighting over this.
You mean the Xanathar? Or
Yeah,
'cause
I'm in
sure
Xanathars.
we were unaware of this. Unfortunately.
Nah, quite.
Lots of Z words.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll get it straight.
Man, that's forward. Okay, so he's a human. Okay, Urtzel is a human, so okay. I just want to double check on that.
Okay.
But yes, Urtzel Fluxen.
Is there any Black Network hideouts that you know about, besides the ones we raided before?
One moment. Hold on. He's pulling out a little journal. And he also goes through some reports that he has stashed on his desk. There is a rumor of a noble house that has been working with the Black Network. You have yet to find proof of this, so we have not seek to move forward with the information. However, their manor is right near Trollskull Alley. There is a chance that maybe, just maybe, that's where he went. If he was in a panic.
Now, my next question to you is, do you believe it'd be advantageous to make an arrangement with this noble party? Or do you think we should try to break in and investigate firsthand?
If I were in your boots, I would not try to negotiate with this noble house. They have been rumored to be a part of some nefarious schemes in the past. Very greedy bunch. Only after power and wealth.
Well, greed is often the best persuader.
Yes.
And if we can convince them to a larger share of the Stone of Galore, it'd be easy to convince them, wouldn't it?
It could be. It definitely could be. But, I would go... If I were you, I would go investigate their manor. The name of the noble house is the Gralhund House.
Chat, please.
Already on it.
Are they human, elf, dwarf?
They are human.
Yep. Yeah,
If I
that's
recall correctly,
That's it.
the current heads of the house are Yala and Orond. And I'm going to already in the chat.
You're the best, man.
I know I'm bad about pronouncing these shit. And they just, you know what, wizards, can you come up with some, easy to spell names? Be nice.
Sorry, but no, we can't.
Derb. There you
How
go.
much power and sway do they have over the city?
Oh, one second.
Excellent question.
Well, enough to get away with murder, apparently.
Well, they're not the ones getting away with murder.
Well, they have to
They're-
be caught by it,
They're just sheltering murderers.
which should prove how much power they have to begin with.
No, not really. Anybody can kill anybody.
From there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The real question is, if the guards see somebody doing the crime, could they get them off?
Now, have you gotten any information on the individual who may have attacked at all? If it wasn't Urtzel?
I don't believe Urtzel was the one who cast the fireball. The only thing I know is that it was possibly cast using a necklace of fireballs. I don't have any information on the person who cast the spell or used the necklace.
Well, we can't exactly go around harassing noble families without good reason. I do have an alternative, though.
Yes.
I have an idea. Could you go hire go hire a cleric? That's what you need to do.
We could do that.
Hold on one second.
It'd be nice to have a cleric.
Yeah, well, go hire a cleric. Since you've already gotten in with the Harpers, you may be able to hire one of theirs. Go hire a cleric and see if you can get one of the corpses that were burned in the fire, and see if they will speak to the dead, if it were. And see if you can get any more
That-
information.
That would be terribly difficult to accomplish.
How so?
The City Watch is already on the job. If they would not take kindly to us taking one of the corpses, I'd imagine.
You are right about that, but they've probably already removed the corpses themselves and taken to the mortuary.
Would we be able to get into the mortuary?
I have some pull. I may be able to help you.
That would be excellent. So, we'll get the cleric, and would we just be able to walk into the mortuary?
Go in
Just
after
have to mention Deville?
he goes over to his desk and he writes on he goes and writes on a piece of paper a note, and he rolls it up and seals it with a stamp. Go after midnight to the mortuary. Give them this
Excellent.
scroll and tell them I sent you. Bring
Sounds
the
excellent.
cleric with you there, because he will not be able to let you remove the bodies.
Of course.
I'm trusting you with this.
I wouldn't want to leave any evidence behind either. No point in me taking a corpse along with me.
All right, so
Let's go find those Harpers.
Real quick,
Go on.
would I know if Miss Tree is associated with the Harpers?
Miss, yeah, you know she's the leader.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
who has an in with the Harpers? Now that we mentioned, I haven't. I thought no one here had any associations with guilds outside of the Zentarum.
Well, remember that the note that came with Seek was from Lord Neverember's son, Renar. Renar is in with the Harpers.
Is he?
Yes.
Also,
He wrote
another
that in the
quick
note.
while you guys are talking, Seek shotgun my milk.
Oh no!
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we had it. Yeah.
So, what do we notice now?
What do you mean notice?
Like, is Seek different?
Seek, roll a Constitution check or Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh
no!
yes.
Is our connection to the Harpers plastered and or dying?
Well, what color is this room right now?
I'd say
And
it's...
what color is this room after a nat 1?
Yes.
Everybody in this room besides Seek, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing the catch the little man.
Oh, you'll be catching
Oh, man.
something.
17.
Dex saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. That is a solid 6.
Oh.
That's gonna be a 10.
Oh
I
god.
could use athletics and pull up that table and use it as a shield.
Okay, so as Sick downs this vodka-infused milk, his tiny body cannot handle this, and he starts feeling very ill. So, Artie, which one's your actual roll? Is it the 16 or the 6?
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted. I said I was going to use the Chronal Shift to re-roll my saving throw.
Okay. So then it looks like the only one who's getting hit is Steven. As Seek feels this bubbling in his gut, and he kind of cries out in pain. And
As he does that, I lean down into his face and say, "Are you alright, Seek?"
Exactly. Just projectile everywhere. It's on the walls, it's on the ceiling, and it even hits DeVille.
Oh no. Oh no.
Everywhere.
This is unfortunate, Seek. Oh, gross.
Seek, you have disadvantage on all your rolls for the next, I would say, 2 hours in game.
Oof, okay.
You are feeling nauseous and sick, and you are drunk, and especially intelligence checks. You are both drunk and sick right now.
Seek, do you want to ride in the net?
Hey, Devin.
Yes?
Can I retroactively try something?
Sure.
Can I use my psionic talent die to try to not get covered in vomit or save DeVille?
You know what? Do you have to roll for it?
Yeah, I roll a d6 and I can add it to my score.
Okay, roll it.
So my total is now 10.
You still get hit, just not as hard.
Okay.
So wait, yeah, I also rolled a 10, so I'm guessing I would have gotten hit too. Then?
Yes, you got hit too.
Okay.
Did it get in his mouth, though?
Okay, now that it's not a 6 anymore, yes,
No.
it did not get in his mouth.
Okay. I asked Zeke, hey, do you want to ride in the net? I put him in the net and I carry him out.
I don't resist.
Sorry,
is he-
Bill. This is gross.
Is this tiny drunk person our connection to the Harpers?
I think so, yes.
Excellent.
I just imagine, the conversation gets towards the end. I shotgun the special milk. I say, I know Miss Tree, and then I explode.
Yes, 100%. Deville is looking visibly angry, but you can tell he is trying to control himself as he's wiping vomit off of his person.
Now, is he angry at Seek or Whiskers?
Whiskers. There's no way he's not mad at Whiskers.
Dak?
And I'm fine with that.
Or Dad?
I hand him one of my many pieces of cloth that I carry with me.
Dak, I think it's best you and your party leave before There's more than just one bodily fluid all over my office.
That is
What?
wise advice. We leave.
Oh, was he passively
what?
threatening someone?
He was implying what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
Entirely.
worry, Zeke. You're unconscious.
Yeah. What's worse is I'm not unconscious, and I wish I was.
But you're in my net, so it's fine.
I'm No, I'm restrained, but not unconscious.
So,
should we stop by
I did not know that was DeVille's kink. What were you saying, Art?
should we stop by the river to clean up a bit?
I definitely am going to get clean. That is my first mission. I'm covered in vomit. I don't approve.
I just realized I probably haven't bathed since we met.
Yeah.
Ew.
Nice.
So I'm covered
Found out
in
he's not red.
order: water, honey, probably chunks of meat, alcohol, milk, and whiskey milk.
Question: is there
What?
a watering
And vomit.
trough outside?
Is there a bathhouse?
Yeah, there's a bathhouse nearby. You could probably be
I'm
there in
going
10
to a
minutes.
bathhouse.
My real question is there a watering trough for horses nearby?
No, not nearby. That's more towards the closer to the entrances of the Waterdeep, and you're kind of in the heart of the city.
Okay. Because I would just dunk him in the
Yeah.
net inside the water and then just be done with it.
Therefore, poisoning the horses.
Yay.
I tip it over after I did that.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drown himself. Let's go to a bathhouse. I feel disgusting.
Okay. All right, so you guys go to a bathhouse. I don't have a bathhouse on map, so I would say it's about 10 gold a pop per person for
Do I
access.
have money? I still have money.
Oh, we
And
should
then we also
probably
had the-
divvy up those.
Oh yeah, by the way, all your pouches contained 50 gold apiece for each of you.
That is swell.
That almost makes me feel better.
Almost.
But you're still sick.
Yes.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
You
No.
you just hand me a pouch and I'm like okay, and I just cuddle it.
It's your shinies, drunk boy.
Don't care right now. That's how bad I feel.
And yes, I am still carrying him very much in a net.
So how much
Oh,
gold is it? 10, you said?
Yeah, per person.
10 or 50?
10 per person. Well, you each got 50, but to access the bathhouse is 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm paying
Here,
10 gold to get myself clean.
Here, wait. So, character stops laughing. I'm like,
This is my fault. I will. Anybody that wants to go into the bathhouse, I will pay.
Excellent.
I think that's fair enough for what I've cost.
Any bath I go into will turn to steam, so I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's a good
it's a
thing
hot
you
spring.
rerolled that.
you could still wash your balls.
Imagine burnt smelling vomit.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a chrono mage.
Oh, I do
I'm
have
sorry,
a side
what?
question though. From the last session, we got a tan bag.
Mhm.
What's that about?
I'm sorry, wait, what?
We haven't
Oh, the tan
investigated
bag? Oh,
A tan bag.
oh, yes, you got the tan bag. Roll a investigation.
So we never really addressed that.
I'm cool with that.
Fourth wall, I think I know what it is.
14.
Yeah, Devin puts it in every session he runs. I know what it is.
Is it an animal bag?
Yeah.
It's
It's
a-
probably the tan bag. The
Tan
X
bag of
creatures.
tricks.
Yep.
It's my favorite item. So yes, it's in every session I freaking run.
I know, I remember. I've gotten it a couple times. Or it's the red one.
Yeah, I think you usually get the red or gray one. This is, I think, the first time you got the tan one.
So, we take our baths. I'm I am covered in tattoos all over my body, and I'm gonna use Mage Hand mostly to clean myself, and I'm just gonna like lay around. So
Okay.
like I just make soap happen on my body. It's like some really weird looking stuff, but I magically clean myself. My brain powers.
All right.
So, just so I know, who all went into the bathhouse?
I did.
I did.
Right there, 'cause I'm like,
I was probably carried.
Yeah. They might have not
you
even
do.
seen Steak. We might have got a freebie with him.
DM,
I'll
did we
also
get a
take
freebie?
charge of cleaning Seek. He's like my baby.
did you just throw him in the water?
Yeah. Like, take him out of the bag, dunk him in the water, use Mage Hand to clean him so I don't have to touch him.
Does this bathhouse also have a cleaning service? Like
What
a
exactly are you asking?
Explain.
Like a laundry kind of deal?
A laundry?
Yeah. Because I would assume that dirty people would come into this place and
You know what?
leave.
The gods
leave.
say yes.
Okay.
I'd like my clothes cleaned, and then I'd like to probably buy new clothes today. Because it's been a very long time since I bought myself new clothes.
It's been at least 7 years since I've gotten new clothes. No, sorry, half a year. Half a year since I've gotten new clothes.
Those are really different answers.
Well, I've only gotten new clothes twice in my life, so.
Well, I am blue, covered in a lot of scars, and I have the, like an all-father tattoo of because Odin's my boy.
I have a mind flayer on each shoulder
Oh wow.
with a knife going through their heads, and their tentacles wrap down my chest, and in the middle there is a large eye that's like oblong with a triangle around it. Very Illuminati.
Very Illuminati.
The dress I'm wearing had to be tailored around my wings, so it doesn't come off unless it gets torn off.
That could be arranged.
So, just saying.
When
And
it
then I don't have extra clothes.
Oh, dude, if we're ending at like 11:45, like, let's finish this up with some shopping. I want to go buy some clothes.
That's fine. All right. Sorry, I got work to do today, and I got to go to bed early tonight, so I can't be doing the work too late tonight.
You're good, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. By the way, my schedule is changing starting next week, so I will be off at 5 p.m. like every weekday. So
Okay. Are we changing our day?
no, if you guys wanted to, we can. But like right now, we'll keep it
Sunday
as.
is probably the only day I'm gonna be free because I start back work on Wednesday.
Okay.
But if any of you guys
Well, we
wanted
can
to
keep
like
doing
do
Sunday
something, if any of you guys want to do something throughout the week, let me know.
I can really only do one D&D thing at a time, unfortunately.
Oh, I wasn't saying D&D. Like, if you guys, just want to like play some video games or just talk on Discord or do the podcasts I was thinking about talking about doing.
If I am at my computer, I am on Discord.
Okay.
That's true.
Period. Even when there's
So,
no one else on.
I would like to I'd like to go to the nicest place I know to buy clothing because I want to look very, very
Well,
nice.
I have to ask, do you tear my clothes off? Or do you just wash me with my clothes?
Well,
I'd probably
dresses
just
are
tear
quite
your
easy-
clothes off, man.
Yeah, well, dresses are quite easy to get off. You just pull it over their head.
Well, I have wings that go through the dress.
That's why you tell them to suck them in.
Or
Suck your wings in.
or whoever tailors the clothes to your wings adds like a tying mechanism above the wings.
So the dress
Did
that
they, though?
Zeke has probably wasn't made by a tailor. It was probably just a dress that they poked holes into.
Well, it was probably leftover, and then just quickly 2 slits. When it gets put on, the wings go through the slits, and then it's sewn back up, is what I imagined.
So, like, how coherent is Seek?
I'd say he's pretty not coherent right now. He's stumbling around. He doesn't know where he's at right now. He's all goofy
Can we
and
use
laughing.
magic to heal him? Because what I plan on doing is we're gonna fix Seek up. We're gonna clean him. We're gonna get him some new clothes that actually work, because this is ridiculous. And I'm saying this like while his head is down and he's like slumped on the floor. I'm like ripping at the clothes, trying to get them off. Like he's wearing rags that are attached to his body. This is ridiculous.
It's gross.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
these
a
were better
filthy
than
mess.
what I was wearing.
Okay, so
So
Back
you,
potatoes?
so you say that like while you're slurring. Like,
No, I'm not using the voice, so
I'll say probably the bath and maybe getting him some food will help him sober up a little bit.
okay.
And whatever medieval equivalent to coffee is. Maybe there's just coffee here. Get some coffee.
Okay.
Because
Seek has never had coffee before.
Late hands
Oh,
do
no.
nothing to him, so...
Alright, so we get Seek a bath, some coffee, and like I give him like I just rip off a piece of my clothing and wrap it around like what would be genitals if they have genitals. I don't know.
I guess maybe they could like fashion a belt out of the bottom of the skirt, or for the bottom
Yeah.
of the skirt, and then I'm walking around topless.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And you are, in fact, a man kobold, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You can't tell with these weird things.
Yeah,
Well-
we cover the bottom. And
Yeah, dresses do conceal manhood pretty well.
yeah, been there. So we fashion him something so he's decent in public, and we're all cleaned up, and he's at least half sober so he can communicate with us. Seek, let's go get you some new clothes.
Do I have to put him back in the net?
Let's see if he can walk.
Here, I'll roll for that.
He's a big boy.
You know
Has the
what?
net been washed?
The traveling net.
So he said he's done with the bath. He's all clean, at least.
Yeah.
He is actually looking a little bit better, and he probably could. He'll stumble a little bit, but he could probably walk himself right now.
All right.
So tipsy.
A little tipsy, yeah.
We'll
Tipsy and
grab him a bite of food. We'll grab him a bite of food, and then we'll go pick out some clothes. Taking my boy shopping.
All right, you see a little bread vendor on the way to the shops, selling different types of baked and breaded goods, muffins, cookies.
Who is manning this station?
It is a young elf woman.
So this young elven woman.
Yeah.
I am going to use Mage Hand to slowly float a bouquet of yellow roses to her.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
That is 27.
27. This woman is charmed by you.
So I walk over smiling with the flowers in front of me. Hello, lovely.
She has a big old smile on her face. You can see her cheeks are visibly kind of flushed. I'm like, oh, hi there, sir. How can I help you today?
Well, my little friend here that I picked up off the street wasn't feeling too well. He was needing some food. I was wondering if you could help us.
She looks down at him and kind of bends over, and she's like, oh, he's adorable. Of course he can have some food. She pulls out a large loaf of honeydew bread.
I'm sick.
Well, hello, hi, Seek. Would you
Not
like
even the full sentence.
Would you like some honeydew bread?
Okay.
You notice this bread has the kind of faintest taste of honey.
As I scarf it down.
He hasn't eaten in a while.
Everything
Thank you
gets
so much.
eaten and
No,
drank
thank
as
you.
quickly as
Does
possible.
she get to keep the flowers?
Oh, absolutely. They're yours.
She holds them tightly. And she's like, oh, I hope I see you again soon.
What's your name, darling?
Olivia.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Olivia. I'm Dak.
Dick. And come by
I
soon.
hope to see you soon.
Bye, and many blessings upon you.
The flowers are
Make
yellow
good-
like honey, but they don't taste good.
May good fortune shine upon you. And then I'll leave.
Alright, at this point, Seek, I'll say you get, you have a headache, but after you finish the bread, you are a little more coherent, and I'd say you can function pretty normally by now.
Probably like disadvantage on intelligence in
Yes.
sunlight.
I would say on intelligence and athletics.
Well, athletics I suck at anyway, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're ready to go buy some nice clothes so it can be even more of a heartthrob.
Yes.
Lulz. Clothes shopping. I was
Yeah, let's
actually
go get some
looking
nice clothes.
forward to this since I started playing.
Yeah, man.
Like,
We can get you
I
something made that works
I
for your
chose
way.
that dress knowing I was going to get it replaced.
Eventually.
Well, 6 months, another 7 years. What's the difference?
So I want to go to a nice tailor.
You want to go to a nice tailor? Okay,
Maybe one that DeVille uses.
okay. He goes to the tailor that DeVille uses. You know who that is. His name is Brock. He is a
Nice.
half-elven man. He operates over in the... he actually operates pretty close to Trollskull Alley, actually, to be honest. So, you make your way over there into his little boutique. He doesn't even have a sign on there. It's pretty hush-hush. He only serves the best around. Oh, if it isn't little Dak. How are you doing today, darling?
I'm doing much more profitable than I have in the coming years. It's been excellent.
Oh, I haven't seen DeVille around lately. I'm getting kind of worried that I'm not getting to dress up with my best customer. You have to tell him to come
That's
around.
actually one reason why I came here. He was needing a new piece of wardrobe that is excellent. The finest, and he sent me. You still have his measurements, right?
I do, of course. I mean, I wish I could see him, but I guess I'll just have to do a mail-in order. That's fine, or a delivery order. How can
Well, I can definitely help with that. I'd like to commission one to be made for him.
all right.
I made a mistake. We'll leave it at that.
All right. I will definitely have something made for him. Any special requests, or does he want the usual?
What's his favorite color?
Violet.
Black. Oh.
A full 3-piece suit with a violet vest,
Okay, so with a violet vest and what else?
I'll just tell them to let his imagination soar. Something DeVille will
Ooh.
definitely like.
Ooh, I love projects like this. Yes. Now, is there anything else I can help you with today, darling?
Well, our small friend here is very naked and has never owned a nice piece of clothing in his life. It's really sad. And I would love to see what you can do to help this small person feel better about himself.
That is so sad. Everybody needs at least one fine piece of clothing to feel beautiful in, darling. I'd be happy to help. Out of his pocket, he pulls out his measuring tape. All right, honey, let's get your measurements going.
And at this point, Seek has no idea what's happening.
All right.
It's alright, Zeke, you're safe.
All right, so he measures, he does his thing. So what are we thinking here? Do we want fine clothes, or do you want me to make something that's more for everyday use, or do you want something that's more heavy duty? What are you thinking, Dak?
I believe that he would need something good for everyday use.
Everyday
That's
use.
high quality.
Everyday use.
Maybe something that would be good for adventuring.
for adventuring. So, definitely gonna want it to be lightweight to accommodate his wings. But form-fitting, flexible. What is your favorite color, Seek?
Gold!
Gold. Ooh, he has some fine, refined taste. Nudge, nudge.
It's much higher than mine.
Alright. Well, to accommodate your skills, I was thinking of a red with a gold trim. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I'm red!
Alright.
Yes.
So I can definitely have something ready for him. I can have something custom made for him. It'll take a couple days to make, unfortunately. I have something that may fit him. It was made for a halfling, but I'll let you borrow it, and I can, adjust it for his wings.
Bright colors hurt my eyes!
That sounds excellent.
That sounds excellent. Okay, so, Seek, I need to see your back again and remeasure your wingspan, your wings.
And I turn around and, I guess, flare them?
Yeah, please unfurl them, darling. Okay. He measures. Okay. Give me 20 minutes, and I think I can have something ready.
Excellent.
Okay!
Okay, so he goes into the back. He comes back with a blue tunic, like garment, where he cut slits into the bottoms for your wings, but he added he quickly added some not strings but straps, so he could once he puts it on you, he was able to tie it up to your wingspan, so that way you can take it off freely. But you just need someone to tie it for you in the back.
Does it have a hood?
It does have a hood.
Ooh,
It
I
is.
like that.
It is a. I would say like a just a cool blue color.
A cool blue tunic.
Yes.
Almost wears like a dress, but...
Yes.
Or it's like, I guess like a nightgown?
Kind of.
For
Yeah.
me?
I kind
On
of.
your frame, yeah.
So when I say cool blue, you see like the color under my my window here on Roll20. Does it show that?
Color under
Yeah,
the
like
window?
to the right of my name on my little square window.
Yeah.
I'd say about that blue.
Okay.
All right. Well. So how much is our bill currently?
For you, darling, I always give you the discount. Normally for a custom piece with this much uses, or not for that much uses, for this much effort having to go into it, I would charge about 100 gold, but for you, 25 gold pieces.
That's excellent. And the bills? I don't want you charging it to him, darling.
For Deville, he gets it for free. That man sends me
Alright.
so much business.
Absolutely.
But,
So
yes,
when
just-
will DeVille's suit be ready?
it'll be ready pretty soon. Do you want me to just have it delivered to him? To his home?
If it'll be ready today, deliver it to his home with a note and say,
I'll tell you what, I'll have it ready.
sorry.
I'll have it ready with your little friend's outfit here.
Excellent. Just let him know that, well, could you send a note with it?
Yes. What would you like?
From Dak. Sorry about the vomit.
He looks puzzled. Please tell me you do not ruin one of my hand-tailored outfits for him with
I don't
vomit.
believe it was one of yours. I believe it was one of his outfits before he had good taste.
I will believe you on this one, because if not, I would have to kill you for ruining one of my masterpieces, darling.
If I ruined one of your masterpieces, I would surely fall on my own sword.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got work to do, darlings. Now, shoo, let the master work.
Absolutely.
I was actually going to ask if you also did under under padding for armor.
Under padding for armor. Do I
Yeah.
look like a common leather worker to you, darling? We make art here.
Oh,
I do
I
not-
know. I was thinking something soft and fabricy to make the armor wearing comfortable. But if you know a man that could, or a woman that could make that for me, that'd be nice.
I happen to know a great leather worker. She works down the way. You can't miss her shop. Her name is Catalina.
Before we leave, I'd like to just purchase something you already have, just in stock. I'd like a nice silk shirt and some fine trousers.
Ah, yes. He goes over. What color are you looking for, by the way?
Just white silk and brown pants.
White silk and brown pants. Oh, going very traditional, are we? As always, Doc. But here, yes, here you go. That'll be
Excellent.
10 gold.
Excellent.
And do
Yeah.
you happen to have cloaks that could go over my armor with a hood and all?
Yes, I do. What are you looking for? More something mysterious and easy to hide in?
Correct. I always wear this heavy armor, but I rather people not to know right away.
He hands you a nice long navy blue cloak.
Matches my skin.
Yes.
It's close to my skin color. Excellent.
Pretty close. That
And
would
I'm assuming it covers all the armor. And
Yes.
It's comfy. Okay, excellent.
it
How
would be
much would it be?
7 gold.
Oh, excellent. It is a deal, sir.
So just so you guys know, I currently have no weapons on me at all. I have a silk white shirt, brown pants, and like a kind of tattered brown cloak, and that's it. I'm not carrying anything except for like my backpack. Few sacks of gold. So the session's just about over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
over. It's probably about a good time to wrap up here.
Just about. But there's one
So-
more thing I have to do.
Yeah, so why are you pulling out this gemstone?
Because after we've left the tailors,
Yes.
I turn to Dak. Like, thank you for cleaning me up and getting me some clothes. This is for you. And I hold up the small gemstone.
I'll take that. Thank you.
I don't know what it's worth.
It's worth